Welcome on in, everybody. We have another matchup between budzyRNG and narfman0 of this Super Mario Bros. 3 Warpless Tournament. I'm HighFlyer28, joined by Proa007, if that's how you say it. Hopefully, I'm just going
Yeah.
off them there.
Pro A actually, but yes, welcome everybody to this round two matchup in the double elimination Mario 3 Warpless tournament. Today, yeah, we have the 6th seed Narfman and also the tourney director of this event taking on the 27th seed Budsy. So it should be a very good matchup, and the latest in a long string of Mario 3 matches. And actually, the winner of this match will play the winner of our next match, Scarface Nico and Adam Ferrari 64. So the fun never ends here on SpeedGaming.
No, it definitely doesn't end with especially fun. Most people might say jank, or both. We've definitely seen some fun matches and some very janky matches as of the last few weeks.
Budsy and Narfman kind of in a slightly different approach here to 1-2. Budsy kind of stopping to go get his tail, which is a safer strat than what Narfman is going to do, which is kind of do a slide jump here, crouch jump to get while keeping P speed, so he can get the whistle in one fell swoop.
Yep, Budsy just going a little bit safer, doesn't have to worry about doing the dreaded power grab on that leaf.
Yeah.
Instead, just not much really of a time difference, but depending on who you're racing against, it might still be a little bit of a time loss, but
yeah,
he can still catch up. Oh, Narfman going for that MFP tunnel, but not getting it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's going to take damage from there or not. Oh, nope, didn't take damage.
that was a nice freeze frame while we're getting the stream synced up in there, so... But yeah, runners are about even right now through 1-5. And for those of you not quite in the know, warpless means no warp whistles. Even though the first item we got was a warp whistle, so our runners are going to have to be a little careful here to not use said item.
Yes, yeah, despite it being warpless, the reason why the runners did get a warp whistle was just because it was a quicker way to finish the level instead of going all the way to fight the Boom Boom, or even going for that clip where the second power item was. Yeah.
And both runners got the ideal hammer bro position, so they can get their fire flower. Narfman first to the World 1 castle. Budsy is a couple of seconds behind here, so both players should be looking at about a 3:30-ish or so for their wand grabs.
Yeah, about 2 to 3 seconds if I saw correctly. And in this race, that's absolutely nothing. And going back to that warp whistle thing, we have seen already in the tournament accidental warp whistle usage, so it can happen, even to the best players.
Yes, when it happens, it's usually people just kind of missing an input or just kind of running completely on autopilot and getting a little, maybe overstimulated. It's one of those things.
Yeah, it definitely does happen. It actually happened to me earlier. I was doing a practice race with Budsy because he hasn't been playing all week, and I accidentally whistled in World 7. So yes, it definitely can happen on dropped inputs on that menuing. Sometimes fast menuing is one of those causes to doing that. Both runners making it out of there, but one with the fire flower, and Budsy showing off that Budsy percent at an early time right now.
Yeah, a 7-second difference, and Narfman holding onto his fire flower while Budsy had a little trouble with Larry. That's going to come to bear in a few places here in World 2, notably with Boom Boom, because 5 fireballs to Boom Boom is much faster than 3 stomps on the head.
Yep, I agree. Yep, Narfman going pretty clean on the start of 2-1. See if Budsy can do it at least, even despite not having the fire flower. A little bit of a turn back, but it's okay. didn't take damage again.
The main thing now for Budsy is to avoid damage. You don't want to be taking pit stops here for items, and Narfman also in good shape with his hammer bro. He got the music box bro to go above 2-3, and that's kind of what you want. Makes the hammer bro situation in World 2 a lot cleaner.
And since Narfman has that lead, we're gonna switch the audio to Narfman. And let's see how the Hammer Bros moves for him.
Narfman kind of in a slight spot here. That Hammer Bro actually went below 2-3, so he's got a 30. He's actually got a 25% chance now of that Hammer Bro going right in front of him.
Yeah, not sure if what his route is, if he likes to go for that music box or not, but we'll see if he goes for it, if he doesn't have the mandatory grab on it.
Yeah, generally you try and avoid these, but if it comes into play, you know, he probably do that and will, okay, he slipped down, so, okay, gets a lay of the land, and now he's on to 2-3, and Budsy just took down Boom Boom.
Yeah, I like what I saw Narfman doing, seeing if he had a chance at that early hammer by going all the way to the right to see where that hammer bro was, so not wasting any time fighting the bro. Instead, he just goes right into 2-3, not have to worry about fighting that bro. It looks like he doesn't want it after all, so
No.
We'll see how. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Budsy finish off. Looks like it was 2-3. Let's see where the bro is. Oh, I'm not sure which bro that is.
Hammer's probably below 2-5, but you know, this will be kind of a slightly calculated risk. And Narfman's going to go to 2-4, which is harder than 2-5, but a little faster.
Oof. Oh, Narfman's scaring me there with that jump. He had a little turn back, I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So, okay, so Budsy gets them to kind of slide out, so he's going to go for the one below, and it is the hammer, so he's fine.
Yep. I'm sure he doesn't mind having to do 2-5 instead of 2-4, because I know Budsy would rather do the easier level in this scenario, especially not having that fire and flower.
Well, sure, yeah, you definitely, you know, I said 2-5 is easier, but 2-4 is faster, overall. Okay, we got about a one-stage difference now between the runners, as that fire flower and just some slightly better play overall by Narfman starting to come to bear here.
Budsy making his way through. Looked pretty clean from what I saw. Narfman, no throne jump. No swag on the airship. Let's see if Budsy can get it. I doubt he'll go. Nope. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling he wouldn't go for it. Oh, and he gets the throne jump. Yeah. You love to see it for the fans. Just reading chat. Is it duetted? Yeah, this is the English US version.
Yeah.
Both runners are using US version.
Yeah, and it's not faster to play Japanese version.
Actually, yeah. I think I was gonna say, I think they recently discovered that it is in a way faster, but no one has actually put a run together, to my knowledge.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, it is harder, and some of the damage boost strats you do in NTSC really can't be replicated here. But yeah, text scrolling for Japanese games usually is faster, so that is an advantage.
As Narfman goes for the easy fire kill. Let's see if Budsy does the same thing.
So 9:29 for narfman is very good time for through 2 worlds. Budsy's probably gonna be in the 9:45 to 9:50 range. 9:48. So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch Budsy's Morin pattern there, but it looked like he didn't go for the fire kill, so he bailed and ended up just stomping him.
It's probably the hardest fire kill of the 6 Koopas. I mean, you can go for Lemmy fire kill, but it's really not practical.
No. No, unless you're doing 610, you usually never go for that fire kill.
No.
As we enter World 3, both runners with the fire flower. Both runners did not get the 1 frame jump, but it's okay. Nothing too drastic on time. Just looks cool to see.
Yeah, World 3 is, where a lot of RNG now starts coming to play, and narfman got a good start. You want those 2 hammer bros to stay on this screen, on their present screen. You do not want a runner. That's really going to screw things up.
Ooh. For the most part, narfman getting a clean 3-2 until the very end. He bonked a little bit, but he still kept his P speed. And I'm actually very surprised to see Budsy here not going for the spade card game, as what we call the Gungeon lover strats. Something we've seen Gungeon incorporate. And Budsy takes damage. No, he's probably wishing he went for that spade game. Another Budsy percent. Oh.
Well, good news is he'll have a fire flower back to get him back to where he needs to be in 3-3, but it is going to cost him a few seconds.
Yeah, I don't remember if Budsy goes for that as a backup or waits until 3-4. We'll see, though, very shortly. See if he gets that P speed. He does get the P speed. Let's see if he wants to keep it or not. And he does. He does not go for the fire flower.
Yeah, so we'll see if narfman goes for door 3. He does not.
No.
Not conducive for a race, perhaps, but we do love swag.
Yeah, he definitely went for the second to door 3, but it wasn't the door 3.
No. Yeah, so looking good. Okay, looking good for narfman. He's probably gonna get it. He's getting a good draw here with hammer bros. Budsy also doing well there.
Misses the door, but gets the big jump.
Okay. Overshot the runway a little bit. Narfman is pretty well set here now for not having a runner. That really would have hurt him. Not an insurmountable problem, but not what you want to see in a race.
No, as we saw in the previous match, we saw Yato Kami getting the runaway bro and having to die a few times to get that bridge situated, but he still ended up pulling it out in the end. So just to show that even getting something as a runaway bro, definitely don't say that the run is over, or, you're gonna lose, because as we saw in the previous match, anything can happen and you're definitely not out of it by a long shot.
Yeah, RNG dependence is pretty strong in Warpless, which can make some of these races quite exciting. Narfman avoids Boss Bass in 3-8 and is going to ride this out. Ooh, Budsy having a little, I think was trying to hold on to P speed, couldn't quite get the jumps to go his way, and but he has a nice finish here to 3-4. But
yeah, he went for that wonder grab and was just a little short on the jump.
Yeah. Over a stage difference now between the runners, we head now to 3-9. Is Narfman's going to go for the H and gets it.
He gets it. You love to see it.
Yeah, it's one of those things like Narfman having a little overshot himself there. But yeah, that 3-9 is a nice bit of platforming if you can get it right.
Yeah, wasn't sure if Narfman wanted to go in that pipe for a second there. See if Budsy can get that H jump as well.
He was so excited though.
And he gets it. Well, you love to see it. Both runners gets the H jump.
Absolutely.
Oh, and Budsy gets the throne jump with the fire throw. Wow, that's some swag if I can say so myself. Ooh, love to see it.
Yes, indeed. His swag, the swag is strong with Budsy today. Can he get some of that that good RNG in his namesake? Well, I think in this case it'd be more good for him, bad for narfman. We got about a half an airship difference now, and narfman playing very solidly so far.
Looked like narfman missed one fireball there instead of shooting two. He shot one, so he had the 2-cycle that Wendy fire kill.
Yeah.
Still gets it.
Yeah, and Wendy's got an odd hitbox to begin with, so it's one of the things you just kind of got to work at. But 1537 for narfman. Budsy, he's at least a cutscene difference now, and a little bit more besides, probably about 40-45 seconds right now.
Looking good so far. Look at that first cycle from Budsy.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's very nice.
16-14. So yeah, so 37 seconds now between our runners as we head to Giant Land, everybody's favorite world.
Yes, it is. Where all the jank really starts to set in with them bro movements.
Yep. So the first thing our runners are going to be looking for is for that first hammer bro near them to stay close so they can get their cloud and not turn this into a three-way and have to go for 3 hammer bros here. And ooh.
And as you say, that looks like that bro might run on him or switch at least.
And if he does, that's going to be good for Budsy, but we'll see. Both have had good fortune in worlds 2 and 3 with the Hammer Bros, and a very nice 4-1 by Budsy there.
Oh, it comes back.
Okay,
definitely what narfman wanted to see.
But now he needs this to still go his way. Budsy getting a good draw there and on the way to 4-2 as narfman pulls off the 4-3 strats.
Very clean.
Yes. Oh, but Budsy just missed, but still out of there at 291. That's very nice to see, and closing at 289. Very good. Okay, so narfman got what he wanted. Now he's gonna need a little bit more help here. Because when he gets to the screen, okay, so that's not what he. Never mind, that's not what he wanted. So he's gonna have to take on a second hammer bro, unless he wants to put it to sleep.
Yeah, it looked like Budsy there got a little movement of 4, but it definitely was a little bit before he was able to go into the next level, so he definitely had a long movement from the bros there.
Yeah, he took some damage there in 4-through. Nice bounce back. That could have ended badly for him.
Yep, narfman has to box early because he can't screen wrap that, bro.
This actually works out pretty well for him because yeah, he used the box, but he got them in a good spot, so he's only gonna have to deal with just the one in this world.
Oh, narfman having a little bit of trouble keeping that P speed, but did a few turnbacks and almost pitted there for a second. Oh, nobody loses the fire flower.
Yeah, tough 4-6 there for narfman, and it's a lot easier to do that stage if you start with an invincible star to give yourself like that opening section so you can really get the P-speed strats going. So yeah, you will have to take a pit stop here too. So no P-speeds here in 4F2.
I know Narfman's gonna beat himself after that one because I saw he was trying to go for that P-speed in the fort, and he actually would have had it, but knew that he had to go for that Fire Flower instead. So it's a
Yeah.
little bit of a time loss for him.
But
Still
yeah,
has a good lead though.
Yeah, that notwithstanding, he got good RNG based on the position. Budsy, he should be okay, but he might have to do skip the hammer bro by doing in the 1-frame window during the screen transition.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't want that bro to move left. He wants that to either go up or down to avoid it, but if it goes left, then he's gonna have to hope that he can screen wrap it.
Alright, so...
Oh, it goes left. And he gets the skip! Oh, amazing. And the throne jump. What a way to end that world for him. Screen wrap and throne jump.
Yeah, the screen wrap is one of those things that's actually, once you do it enough, it's actually pretty easy to execute. It is a 1-frame trick, but definitely worth it. And so yeah, now we're in the World 4 airship, which is going to take a while.
Yeah, if I were Chad, I would go get a drink, get some snacks, some munchies, because this is at least a 2-minute airship, a long 2 minutes.
Narfman having some fun here with the game.
And if reading chat, looks like Narfman got the A+ alignment on that screw, respecting the devs, as Budsy does the complete opposite. I think he should reset because that was a disrespect to the devs. Not even going for it.
Well,
that's not even an F- at that point. That's just a straight 0.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Budsy on this one. I don't usually go for that alignment, but you know.
Narfman enters the pipe. Looks like he was trying to go for that fire kill, but I think the rings kind of confused him a little bit there on how to avoid them.
Yeah,
tries to go for the off-screen wand grab. Didn't get the jump, so it just exits normally as Budsy is almost there.
Oh, we did get the. So we'll have to take the kind of the long way, or the more challenging route. It's doable. It's not that hard, but a lot of crouch jumps.
Yeah, this is kind of like riding coach on the World 6 airship, only very temporarily on this airship. I think he wanted to take I think he wanted to just sample those leftover stale chips and peanuts and flat ginger ale for World 6, so he knows he has to go for that first class clip.
Yeah, so 40 seconds now, so Budsy actually didn't lose very much time here in World 4. He had a cleaner 4-6 and was able to offset some damage he took.
Sounded like a movement of 4 on Narfman's side.
Sure looked that way.
Let's see what Budsy decides to go with here.
He's gonna bypass the music box altogether.
Nip goes for the ending P-speed. Oh wow. Oh man. Another movement of 4 from what it looks like on Narfman's side.
And he's gonna go take care of this right away. You may have to face all 3 Hammer Bros now at this stage. Maybe not. Can Fortune smile on Narfman a little bit more?
Yeah, he's gonna have to hope that that bro moves left, or else he's gonna have to fight it.
Yeah, and so he's through 5F1, no problem. Good stage to practice your P-speed strats. Okay, so no luck here.
Looks like Budzy's going for that P-Wing. He gets it. He knows his bros.
Yeah. So this is going to be a double for Budsy as well.
Very clean so far in both players' respective levels. narfman keeping P-Speed going up to the top. Oh, but loses it as I say that.
Yeah, he bonked going into the second transition pipe, so unfortunately he misses out, so it's going to be a little slower for him. It's a chance for Budsy to maybe get a couple of seconds back here as he takes on Hammer Bro number 2. Gets good RNG on the spawn, getting them in the middle and bottom there. It's a little faster than... Tough tower for narfman there. He had a couple of little mishaps. We'll see if Budsy fares a little better here as narfman goes to 5-4. He also does not get a clean slide into the pipe, so no P-Speed for him.
Oh, narfman with the impressive early 5-5 P-Speed. Keeps it. And on the way to 5-7 he goes, as Budsy's just making it to the Soul Reaper level, we call it. 5-4. Where you can pretty much just fall down to your death anywhere in this level.
Yeah. Definitely 5-7, very nice, very clean by narfman. A good 5-4 by Budsy. The main thing now for narfman and for Budsy is to get that music box, bro, as quickly as you can, because... Oh! Just as I say it.
Yep.
So, we'll see how this goes for Budsy. He's not quite as quick in... uh-oh.
It's okay. I think he was just going for that leaf grab on purpose, just the damage boost in the 5-7 since he doesn't have that fire flower, which is typical in these circumstances.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be in good shape. He's going to get a couple of seconds in return here. Ooh, right into the box.
Just overshot that jump by a little bit.
But getting rid of that Hammer Bro before 5F2 will save him a little time because less time. Having to watch the Hammer Bro do his dance.
Oh, narfman getting the jump after the pipe. You love to see it.
Budsy gonna have to slide back to take care of the third Hammer Bro to get that music box. No Jesus clip here in 5F2. I mean, you know, I wouldn't think narfman would go for it, but Budsy, whose PB is 2 minutes slower than narfman at 53:48, he might have. Like, I gotta imagine it briefly crossed his mind. I don't think he'd go for it in a race.
No, and it honestly only saves you 3 to 4 seconds, so I can see why these racers didn't go for it. It's just too big of a risk for a measly 3 to 4 seconds that just gives you a worse of a time loss.
Right. We're in the World 5 airship, which is actually one of the shorter airships in the game.
If I notice, I don't think narfman got the poop block, as we call it. I think he just got a regular colored block.
I believe you're correct. narfman's gonna use that cannonball to slide up to the top here, so he doesn't have to go through, you know, trying to make himself cannon fodder.
Yeah, as Health in chat says, no, he did not. He did not get the, as the Chief Jahaley would say, the wombat block, or as we call it, poop block. And yes. narfman gets the what we call the 100% pattern, the easy fire kill pattern, where he practically just keeps bonking in front of him on that ledge and just gets the easy fire kill. And Budsy getting the poop block. You love to see it for the fans.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll say with Roy, you definitely want that pattern because you don't want to put this into, you know, a situation where you're really kind of having to scramble. But 29-21 grab for Narfman. Budsy probably going to be about a minute back at this point, heading into World 6, Iceland, where we're going to get lots of hammer use here. To skip three stages in total. 6-1 and then 6. If you didn't use hammer, it'd be 6-3, and then on now to 6F1.
Yeah, I noticed Budsy. It looked like he actually had the good Roy pattern, but I know personally that Budsy does not practice fire kill, so it's not really surprising that he just went for the stomp kill. So all these precious seconds that he could be saving instead has to stomp all these Koopalings. It will definitely might bite him in the butt later if this ends up being a lot closer.
Well, it's a 1 minute difference exactly right now as Narfman finished off 6F3. So again, they're gonna hope for some good RNG here from our Hammer Bro friends. The Cloud Bro will be the one that always starts left pointing left after they finish their their usual run around. Narfman tried to go for P-Speed, had a little trouble there on the ice.
Yeah, I noticed he jumped as soon as he hit that P-switch. I wonder if that's maybe what messed him up a little bit. Normally what I see is everybody hits it and then just runs right off, so that's actually something I've never seen before.
So Narfman is at 6-5. He's going to set it up so he despawns the enemy patterns and does, and Budsy's going to get his orb.
I would like to point out that Narfman just did something I've never seen before. He not only got the despawn on the right nipper, but he grabbed the ice block at the same time as he went up. That is the newest swag I think I've seen in that level, if I might say so myself.
Yeah, that was definitely not something you see every day of the week. Now, Narfman unfortunately does not get the RNG. He's going to have to take on all 3 Hammer Bros here. So that's about 12 to 15 seconds. So if Budsy is a little more fortunate here, he'll get some time back.
Yeah, and for Budsy, he needs to know that top bro is the one that he needs. So at least he knows the placement of them right now. So if one of them is still in the same spot on the next cycle, he'll at least know which one is which.
Yeah.
Narfman finishing off 6F2 onto that Boom Boom on his way to 6-8. One of the levels that I would say is not really that easy to do consistently because there's a lot of despawns that sometimes you expect and then don't expect and end up taking damage.
Right, and Budsy actually stopped for a hammer suit that is preordained, incidentally. That will always be a hammer suit. So he has backup in play for Bowser. And
yeah, I know he always goes for it because he does 7-8 without grabbing the hammer suit, so that's why he grabs it in World 6.
Right. And Narfman taking on the hardest stage of the 6-9 with Panache as usual.
The traditional intentional damage there in 6F3. See if he goes for the clip. Oh, he definitely went for it, but he just overshot it a little bit.
Yeah, he was a little too high there, but still a fine effort. As on his way now to Boom Boom here in 6F3. Budsy just taking a couple of damage boosts here to get through 6-8. He will arm himself with a P-Wing for 6-9.
Yeah, he should be using the 6-9 P-wing strat, considering he grabbed it in World 5. No,
Oh,
he went for the clip. Oh, of the wall jump. Oh, but doesn't get the sub-pixel. Doesn't get it again. Oof.
This is tough. That was it. So Budsy going for some very tough strats here for the swag. Unfortunately, he's there. It is.
I was just about to say, I was actually watching his jumps from that block, and it looks like he was just jumping a little too late on his jumps there, and then when he actually got it, he jumped a little earlier the next time, so yeah, that's probably just little miscues for him. Oh, and narfman gets the first class clip on the World 6 airship. He will not have to suffer through the flat ginger ale and stale chips and peanuts. Instead, he will get all the good benefits of riding first class.
Yes, indeed. And Budsy needed 8 tries to get that. That's gonna hurt. Great if you can get it first try. It would have saved him a little time. Unfortunately, puts him even farther behind as narfman is about to take down Lemmy.
Let's see which way he manipulates it. Looks like he's gonna go for the duck jump. Just from the way he's set up.
So 3604 for narfman through 6 worlds. Budsy's just starting the World 6 airship, which is not an especially long stage, but definitely time long. He's gonna be over a minute behind at this point. Maybe as high as 90 seconds, because he went for the hammer bro, which actually negated some time he could back because he only dealt with 2 hammer bros. But such as it is, you're locked into your preferences and what you're comfortable with.
Looks like narfman didn't go for a manipulation, because normally the way when you stand looking right, you go for the duck clip manipulation. So I think he just doesn't believe in the whole manipulation, instead just hopes for the best, because he just did a stand clip on that first one, which was very surprising, and he's pretty much on 10 tries right now. It looks like he got it on the 10th try, if I count.
That was actually lucky 13.
Oh, okay. I thought I missed a few, but wasn't sure.
Yeah, a couple of his jumps had him hitting the wall there, but yeah, that was 13 tries. So Budsy actually has a chance if he plays 7-1 a little better, could get some time back.
narfman going for the star strat. Budsy is definitely setting up for that manipulation for stand-up clip. narfman clean for 7-2.
If it works out for Budsy, he's a minute 40 behind now.
Yeah, he definitely needs to nail this first try to have any chance of making it back before getting to the last parts of the RNG related things.
Yeah, they'll get him about 15-20 seconds back. It's the first of a long climb back for Budsy here. narfman has really not made any outright serious mistake.
Oh my god, he got it! Oh
mac and cheese is 7-1.
Oh my god, he definitely had his dunks today. He definitely got his coffee and some curler donuts.
Alright. So, skipping 7-4 as is tradition. Because you really spend a minute 40 underwater.
Let's see if Budsy can keep that momentum going for the rest of this world. So far, so good. He got the despawn, very clean. Let's just hope he doesn't get that fanfare he's known for. He's known for that 3-flower fanfare. Oh, he doesn't get it. Oof.
No, that was he wouldn't have been in any trouble as long as he did that cleanly. So, narfman kind of playing it safe there with his menuing and does P-wing for 7-6, and you can do the clip here With the tail, it is much harder. It's sub-pixel perfect.
Yes. Oh man, it's a lot harder than people think, but there are some people I have seen in this community who can make it look like they don't even have the tail. It's pretty impressive to watch.
I suppose I'd be one of those, although it's more rando than vanilla, but I am somehow pretty adept at it for some reason.
Oh yeah, I agree. In randos, it is pretty cool to get when you're like, oh, this level, and you have a tail.
Well, oh, narfman got hit by a fire nipper there. Had a kind of a rough 7-8 overall.
Yeah. Let's see what he goes for. He skips 7-9 and will go into 7F2. And he is gonna hope that he does not take a death here, because that will definitely help Budzy out a lot, because he would have to play 7-9 and 7F2 all over again if anything bad were to happen to him here. Very risky to cloud over 7-9. Oh my god, he's scaring me right now. Oh my god, I was a little worried there for those dry bones, but all he's missing is this boom boom fight, and he gets it. Very nice by narfman.
Yeah, a bit of what some would call a butt clench moment, but it worked out pretty well for him.
Oh yes, it definitely is, especially considering he entered small, even though he had that star. Anything can happen in that level. One dropped input pretty much anywhere would have been really bad for narfman. But instead he's gonna enter the airship, just get his fire flower back on the 2 power-ups. As Budzy just finishing 7-8, I believe he just finished. Yeah,
he just finished 7-8. The 7 the World 7 airship is the only. I'm a little surprised Budzy used his final P-wing there. But all right. Yeah, it's a little more time.
Yeah, this is actually a strat that he's actually been doing lately, where he doesn't really go for the clips. Like all 4 clips, he'll go for mid clip, but that's pretty much it. So he just uses the P-wing to just get over everything as quickly as possible, and basically doing what he's doing now. Just try to go for mid clip, hope to get it, but if not, he'll just finish off the level like normal. I'm not sure if he'll play 7F2. I think he'll actually. I'm pretty sure he might skip it, because
I imagine he would. Yeah, that's generally. Of the choices, 7-9, 7F2, and 8-4, generally, he's going to play. He's going to skip World 8 for it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised he even opted to do this, because normally he'll only play this level if he has the leaf, but looks like he's had a change of heart. Maybe he's feeling confident, and he's doing really good. What a good first part of 7F2 for Budzy.
Yeah, he might be feeling like he needs something right now to kind of, propel him forward, and maybe he feels, go for it. He was practicing this before the race, so he may feel that, this is where he's got a good feeling with the momentum, and it's like, okay, I can do this, and I'll use the cloud on 8 for it.
Yeah, if he were to get no hands and obviously be able to skip the fort, that'll actually catch him up a good bit, depending on what narfman gets going on in World 8. But
43-25 for narfman. Narfman's playing very solidly. Again, no serious mistakes. He's had some hiccups here and there. 4-6 gave him some problems. 7-8 gave him some problems. There have been a few little things here and there. Otherwise, didn't get perfect RNG in World 6 with the Hammer Bros. We lost about 12 seconds there.
Yeah, I agree. He has pretty much had a pretty clean run for the most part. Nothing too major. No deaths.
Right. Chaz asking, are the runners aware of each other's progress? They might be. This is not like randomizer where it's designed to be blind. You can choose to run blind if you wish. Some like to engage with the chat and be aware of what their opponent is doing. Others do not. it's entirely a matter of personal preference.
Yeah, there's no rule against stream sniping in here, so yeah, they could have a tab opened up to see the other's progress, which could influence some of the strategies and decisions that they make. I personally don't like to watch in a matter like this, because you might overthink things and you might put too much pressure on yourself instead of just playing your own game. But like you said, personal preference.
Yeah, and I am one of the people who does not watch. I just focus on what I'm doing, and not so much what my opponent is doing, because I have no control over that, and I don't want to be influenced by that. But some might can probably see the inherent benefits.
Budsy going for the traditional stomp kill on Ludwig.
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't go for the fire kill. I mean, I kind of lied there. I usually will try to if I can, but no, it's definitely not one you want to risk, because not only does he do the earthquake stunning, but he just scams you on hitboxes. No, definitely don't want to try. Oh, did we just see a Wrangless by narfman?
Yeah, he got him.
Ooh.
So that's another couple of seconds in his favor on his way to Navy, and a 2-minute 1 second difference now, 43.25 to 45.26. So again, Budsy does have the cloud for aid forts, so that will help. That will get him some time back. So the real margin is probably about a minute 20 or so, I'd say, give or take.
Yeah, the fort is only about 30... It's like a mid-30-second level if you do everything correctly, if I'm not mistaken. Anywhere from mid-30s to 40 seconds.
Yeah, thereabouts. It is a fairly long stage. It's pretty easy to play, though, but it is long.
Yeah, I want to say mid-30s for sure, so yeah, just for the viewers, just in case, if they're wondering what the difference is there. As we see narfman doing the airwalk. A little swag airwalk on the Navy. Still has the fire flower.
Alright,
and Budsy trying to free the leaf, but didn't get it the first time. Got it the second time.
Alright, so we have going into the hand stage, you have essentially a 12.5% chance of getting handless, because each play is a coin flip. Each hand is a coin flip. It's 50-50 on whether it grabs you or not.
How many hands, chat? Before we see them, how many? How many do you think? Oh, and narfman gets what we call the 99% hand, because we all know that it's really not 50-50 at that point. It seems like it's a 90% chance at least.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get one, it will be that one.
Generally, yeah. So, no Wrangless for Budsy, unfortunately, and that's 2. Now, this is a pretty easy stage. These hand stages take anywhere from about 20 to 25 seconds, depending. Narfman was didn't quite get the ideal hand 1. He wanted P-Speed, didn't get it.
The point gets the clip into the wall after grabbing the leaf.
And narfman hits the trifecta here, so Budsy has a chance to really catch up a bit here.
Yes.
It's not enough to overcome the deficit, but it's looking all right for him right now as narfman gets his 3rd leaf, and he's got to be feeling a little steamed right now.
Yeah, I don't remember if narfman grabbed the hammer suit in World 6, but if he didn't, then that's a big advantage for Budsy, because he could actually, after playing 8-1, he could play 8-2, equip the hammer suit to make things a little easier, unless he knows the fire strat, and then skip the fort. Yeah, honestly, he can still climb back into this. He still has a good chance.
He has a chance, but he is going to need to be 100% on point with his execution.
Oh, yes.
He's going to need a little help from narfman as well. Even with everything, it's still narfman's to lose, as Budsy just finishes off Navy. But now, moment of truth. Can Budsy go handless?
Yes, that's the first part that needs to happen first. We'll see very shortly. No, he
Nope.
gets the first hand. Oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah, it's like, and he didn't even get much help from the Firebro. Firebro was, you know, was guns blazing right off the bat.
Oh, yes.
Because if he had, he probably could have gotten the P-Speed to go his way, but unfortunately not to be. As narfman starts 8-1.
Oh, he only gets one hand, though.
That is good.
Yeah.
That helps, but he is definitely still behind the 8-ball here in Air Force. As narfman on its way to 8-2. Oh. Okay, well, that's unfortunate, but you know, he's still got the hammer suit in play, and he may. That's one thing that works in his favor is, you know, he doesn't have to go damageless. Narfman does not go for the single run across the cliff. He just takes the no box as a cushion.
Yeah, Narfman, no matter what, has to keep this Fire Flower, especially after the fort. Because if he loses it, then he won't be able to get that fire kill onto Bowser. He'd have to do what we call the cuddle strats.
I've never heard the cuddle strats, but all right.
Yeah, in our SMB3 community, we call it the cuddle strats because you pretty much are hugging Bowser the whole time because of that hitbox. So you're just pretty much right on top of him.
All right, one cycle through 8-4, very nice. Always a pleasure to see that. A bit harder in Rando because we have the disco waffles and the enemies Rando. So you're kind of at the mercy of all of that, but it's a treat whenever it happens.
Yes,
so,
I know from experience too. I know exactly what you mean. It's really hard to one cycle unless you get a lucky hammer throw onto the dry bones or whatever enemy it might be if your waffles aren't cooperating.
Right. You get one damage boost, but you got to maintain P-Speed throughout. So Budsy is going to use that tail to his advantage.
I like it.
Yeah, it's safe, and I think at this point he's just trying to get through this. He clears the chasm, so he's on it. He'll cloud 8 fort and head on to Super Tanks to join Narfman, who is about halfway through the stage right now.
At the same time, this is still very tight because, like I said, if Narfman for some reason at any point loses that Fire Flower, that will give Budsy a good chance to come back if he were to keep that hammer suit because he still has it in his inventory.
Yeah, that's essentially an insta-kill. It's 5 hammers to the head as opposed to 35 fireballs, so it's much faster. But again, you know, at this point, Narfman's going to have to either botch the jump going up the stairs or get like in a bad spot with Bowser and take the damage.
Yeah, he could get that scam pattern that we've been seeing recently in the prior matches where it doesn't matter if you duck, Bowser will still get you. So we'll see how it goes for Narfman.
Yeah, so Narfman heading up the stairs now. Budsy on the back end of Super. Narfman looking at about a high 53 here.
Keeps P-Speed very clean. Nice.
Alright, so yeah, 35 fireballs to Bowser's noggin.
Nope, did not get the scam pattern, so he should get this fire kill, and he does. GG to Narfman, and the victory.
Yeah, so yes, get out the GGs for Narfman. He will close this race out with an official race time of 53:52. So GGs to Narfman for a very, very fine race. But all credit to Budsy, who is actually playing pretty close to his PB. His PB is 53:48, so you know he's had a very credible run in his own right.
Yes, I agree. It has been a good race for Budsy, considering his PB is not that far behind, like he said.
Exactly, yeah.
Oof.
He was probably going to need some help there from narfman. He got some of it, just not enough to really close the distance. But still, a very fine effort. And he'll get another chance in the consolation bracket since this is a doubly limb. So get out the GGs for budzyRNG, who finishes official race time of 54:48.
Yep, GG to Budsy as well. Very nice showing.
Right, and we are joined by narfman in the chat. GG.
The one and only organizer himself.
Yo, thanks, y'all. Yay. Yeah, thanks, and GG to Budsy as well.
Yeah. Were you, I'd say the main thing, were you nervous after drawing 3 hands?
I did not. Yeah, I was not a big fan of the 3 hands. And with some of those other extra bros, I wasn't really sure. And yeah, I was like, do I have to try hard strats this right now? So yeah, that was a little nerve-wracking. After 8-1, I think that went away, though. The inventory was a little silly. I was like, I don't even want to look at my inventory going into 8-4. It's just going to be so messy. Yeah, for sure.
And we also welcome Budsy to the chat. GG.
Budsy, GG.
Mic issues, maybe.
Could be, but yeah, some of the RNG was not quite in your favor today, and definitely kept the race close. You had the extra hammer bro in World 6, and just some other silliness. You know, you couldn't get rid of the hammer bro in World 5 as quickly as you would have liked, and just a couple other extenuating factors throughout.
Yeah, I was happy with World 2 and 3 RNG, and then it kind of went downhill in later worlds. So World 5, I got that Star Bro hype, yay, lots of movements of 4. And yeah, I couldn't shake the World 6 Bro either. I guess it's nice to have the comforting presence of so much inventory, but at the same time, it just got too messy for me during a race. I want it to be just perfectly pristine and manicured, but that's okay.
Yeah, and overall execution, by and large, very on point throughout. No really any major mistakes. A couple of hiccups, I suppose, here and there, but overall very clean.
Thank you. It started with 4, was it 4, 5 or 4, 6? I always forget which one. I don't know what in the world happened to me in that level.
Yeah,
that was hilarious. I was laughing at myself. I don't know if you could see me, but that was like a raffle situation.
Yeah, 4, 6 was giving you some problems. 7, 8 gave you some problems.
Yep, for sure.
You know, and that,
and then being terrified, and I've been saying it leading up to the run the whole time. 7F2 is terrifying, and sure enough, I went into it small. It was terrifying. It fulfilled the prophecy, but thankfully we didn't die.
Yeah, it's like that was looking a little dicey, especially in the second room. It's kind of tempting fate a little bit there.
Yeah, for sure. Is Boom Boom gonna do a little slide dance over at me? Hey, Budsy, how's your mic situation treating you? How's your race? How's your run?
No, I was gonna say I was just talking to him earlier. I was gonna say, yeah, one point of the match where I thought it was
there I am.
a little closer. Oh, there he goes. Was narfman.
I had my mic turned off this entire time. That was my fault.
You had a 13 try 7-1, and Budsy actually got a first try, which
no, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I saw you go for the manip. I was like, that actually looks pretty good, and you ended up getting it. So that was pretty good.
And I thought I did the opposite, to be perfectly honest with you. I thought for sure that I was going to be like another 25 try extravaganza, and panic mode would set in. But it felt good getting that first try 7-1. But
I think what made the race a little bit I think it was a little separated too was that Budsy went for the 6-9 wall jump, and a few times and you just didn't get it, and it took you 8 tries if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was like 7 or 8. It cost me precious seconds at the end of World 6. It's like I got my visual, but it just didn't want to catch a couple of those attempts, and then you get it, and you're like, you know that button next to B, you might want to hit that one too.
Yeah.
That's where they get you, man. That silent killer.
I mean, seriously.
So. I wanted to point out that narfman, after your victory today, you were going up against the winner of Scarface, Nico, and Adam Ferrari matchup, which is going to be happening. Actually, it should be happening right now.
Yeah, it's,
on the other Speed Gaming channel. It's on the main Speed Gaming channel chat. So that's a match that I definitely don't want to be missing.
Ooh, snippity snap.
And
And
no
they're
matter
both
who
51,
wins,
so I think
Yeah.
Adam, I don't know if we show the seeds or whatnot, but Adam just got a 51-59 not, I don't know, a week or two ago. So that'll be
yeah,
Yeah, it was recent.
no matter-
awesome. He's on fire recently, yeah.
Big
no matter
time.
who wins
Yeah.
that matchup, Narf, you have your hands full. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. And Budsy, you will be facing MPG Evans in the lower bracket. So you're not out of the
Sweet.
woods yet, but you can still make it through.
Yeah, we'll give it our all. I mean, going up against somebody like narfman, it's you got to keep up.
I mean,
And
honestly,
just-
a minute practically, that's not bad. I mean, for someone of Narfman's caliber, I mean that's pretty good. I mean, that's what 2 minutes difference in PBs roughly overall. and
Yeah.
you made it only a minute. I would take that a win, considering just in the winners bracket and having a chance to go up against somebody like Narfman. I would feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, I mean, dropping a 54 in a race made me feel pretty good. So I was able to at least keep up and not fall terribly behind. But it was playing somebody like Narfman, who's constantly, who's just consistent throughout the board when he runs and when he races and whatnot. I mean, you make one flub, it could like, for example, like if 6'9" wall jump was maybe 2 or 3 attempts, I maybe could have closed a little bit of a gap there, but it just kind of didn't happen that way.
That gets you like 10 or 12 seconds back, and yeah, there were a couple other P-speed things. Like there were some early damages.
Oh yeah.
In Worlds 2 and 3, that was a bit of a slowdown for you, but you stayed within range. But yeah, it's like you were kind of almost, I wouldn't say dependent, but you were probably relying on some favorable RNG in World 8.
Yeah, I kind of was, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I was happy to get one hand.
Yeah.
That was like, all right, I can breathe a little easy. I can maybe catch up a little bit. But and then, hey, fire kill in World 1. Even though I lost my fire flower in the process. But
It counts.
Yeah.
finally, we got one. We finally got one.
It's an emotional win too, because you're so nervous when you start World 1. Starts cooling down at the end, but ooh, that fire kill, yes, it saves my heart.
It certainly did. That, I mean, if I had not lost my fire flower, it would have been even more glorious. But
Sure.
that's what happens with budzy%. So
Nice.
So I guess we'll just close this up. Do any of you two have any closing thoughts other than myself? I actually can thank the one and only Narfman for organizing this and working with Speed Gaming. I'm actually having a blast commentating. I usually don't do something like this, and it was actually kind of a confidence booster for myself and just joining the tournament also. So I thank you personally, Narfman.
same,
Yeah,
absolutely, same narfman.
Yeah, thanks y'all. Y'all are awesome. Thanks commentators. Thanks viewers. Thanks runners, especially. Thanks Budsy for your time and making this available, signing up, all that good stuff. Thanks to Speed Gaming for hosting and all of our. I think a lot of people behind the scenes that are just being awesome and staying on track. So thank y'all. Thank you everybody who can hear my voice. It brings joy to my heart. Y'all are doing great though. Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. And just
And
real
thank you.
quick before we wrap it up, just looking at the schedule for the rest of the day. Right now, on Speed Gaming Prime, we go taking on Adam Ferrari at 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Eastern. We have Rupert 83 versus the Hacks are also on Speed Gaming. And at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have Gungeon Lover versus Tanhouse. So lots of matches today, and we got 4 on the schedule tomorrow. So, as I said at the start, the fun never ends here on Speed Gaming when it's Mario 3 Warpless. So lots of exciting action coming up.
Oh yeah, can't wait.
Yes. And anything for you, Budsy, before we end it?
I'm pretty much set to go. Again, thank you, Speed Gaming. Thank you, Narfman. Thank you, racers, runners, the community, viewers. Thank you, everybody. And I feel really fortunate to be a part of this. This is really awesome. So,
And do give our runners a follow, and give myself Pro A007 and High a follow as well. And so have a good one. And I'm sure we're heading straight over to Speed Gaming for more action. So have a good one, all.
Bye, everybody.
later.